Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news of accelerating currency outflows in China. But first, in the US, interest rates on American fixed-rate mortgages rose to their highest levels in more than 2 years, sending weekly home loan application activity to its weakest level since early January. International airfreight volumes are growing faster than analysts expected. Demand rose an impressive 8.2% year-on-year in October. This was the fastest pace of growth seen in 18 months. Freight capacity increased 3.6% over the same period, so load factors are up. Indicators of forward demand are equally positive. 87% of all air freight is for international shipments. Global passenger traffic in October saw demand rise 5.8% compared with the same month a year ago. However, capacity there rose 6.3%, and so the load factor slid 0.4 of a percentage point to 80.1%. In China, their foreign currency reserves fell almost $100 billion last month as their central bank defended the yuan from greater depreciation on the back of accelerating capital outflows. Reserves at the People's Bank of China fell to just over $3 trillion in November, a decline of 2.2% from the previous month, and the largest drop since a 3% fall in January. China's foreign exchange reserves peaked at $4 trillion at the start of 2014, but it's been leakage on a huge scale since then. It has been almost 6 years since these reserves have been this low. Today's data surprised analysts at the recent steepness of the fall. In Europe, the EU competition regulators fined 3 large banks €485 billion for colluding to fix benchmark interest rates tied to the euro. These were the 3 holdouts that did not agree to a 2013 settlement with a number of other banks, who at the time pled guilty and were fined €1.3 billion. Overnight, JP Morgan Chase was hit by a $337 million fine. Crédit Agricole was penalised €11 million and HSBC €34 million. Those that had settled earlier got a 10% discount. That makes the total penalty over the Eurobond fixing case just over €2 billion for the 7 banks involved. Today's 3 are still protesting their innocence and may yet appeal. In Australia, the rise of their iron ore price continues unabated, surprising many. It is now over $82 a tonne and its highest level since October 2014. Resurgent China demand is driving the uplift. This rise will help Australia avoid another GDP decline like we saw in the third quarter. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield is sinking today and is now at 2.35%. Bond prices are rallying even as equity prices on Wall Street hit new highs. Oil prices are lower yet again today, now just over $50 a barrel for the US benchmark, while the Brent benchmark is now just over $53 a barrel. The gold price is still yo-yoing at its lower level, and today is back up to $1,177 an ounce. The New Zealand dollar is yo-yoing as well, and is now back at 71.6 US cents. On the cross rates, it is 95.7 Aussie cents, and the euro is up to 66.5 euro cents. The TWI is back up to 77. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.